Hello Libra, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I'm getting ready to do your January 2022 reading. I am asking you to like my videos. If this is the first time that you're here, welcome. Liking my videos and subscribing to my channel will actually help me to develop more content and to bring more content to more of you. I'm thanking you in advance for all of the love and support, help, likes, shares, and subscribes so far. And I look forward to growing my relationship with you, my audience. So thank you. We're going to get started, Libra, by reading the bottom of the Shulton deck. The horoscope deck has been laid out. And at the bottom we have the Tower. So the Tower card is a card about new information, often external. So my sense at this time, Libra, is that you are getting a lot of new information, a lot of enlightenment. It may take the form of realization, an inner realization for you, or it could take the form of some external event that has made you aware that you were off track, off course, or had veered off from true alignment with your highest good, with the best way forward for you. In the first house, we have the Empress card, and this is so appropriate for Libra as the Empress card for me is about Venus, your ruler. The Empress card showing you to be in your full power at this time and to be able to receive this information and have it generate more and greater ideas, abundance, activity, inspiration for you. So I'm getting a strong sense of your heightened creative potential at this point. You don't have to be an artist. Everyone has creative potential, and this is you at the height of your ability not only to appreciate and bring beauty and harmony into your environment, but to provide that assistance to others, that nurturance, that care and attention that is absolutely feeding you. I'm sensing that you are feeding yourself here and really getting in touch with those values and qualities that define you. The second house is the Eight of Swords. And this card is a card that I feel that I personally experience so often. This is a state, particularly in our current world, of high anxiety, worry, anticipation, not anticipation in the sense of excitement, but more of anxiousness, worry, trying to figure things out. And this particularly relates to your possessions, your material resources, your values, your body. So my sense is that you're overthinking the way others perceive you and the way you want to be perceived, rather than letting yourself go through this strategizing. This is also the swords. You are an air sign, Libra, so that is consistent with your natural talents and abilities to weigh things, to consider, to evaluate, but don't get stuck in the reflection of yourself by others. The Eight of Pentacles is second eight here. This shows you, rather than planning and figuring and anticipating or expecting particular outcomes, here you are simply relaxing and doing the work. here you are working hard, you are focused, very focused, as is the province of the Empress, who can take it all in and recraft her resources in any way desirable. So I see you building, working hard, focused supremely, but taking joy and pleasure in the beauty of your craft in order to ensure that you create something that is beautiful and harmonious and useful, practical, and of service. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your subconscious, we have the Ace of Jades or Pentacles. And this is showing a new opportunity for you. This is very connected for me with the higher arcana cards here, the Tower and the Empress. You are moving onto a more practical utilitarian path. You are creating, you're literally building something or inventing something, creating an environment of prosperity, of abundance, of security. It's also pointing you in a new direction that helps you to evaluate the real wealth in your possessions or in non-material possessions. So this is about practical, something moving on to a more practical, useful path. This can have you building a home. This can have you helping others to find homes. So this is really you stabilizing resources and manifesting tools of use to yourself and others. The fifth house is a Seven of Wands. You're carving a space for yourself, and this again is very hooked up to your creative activities with others. This is you in terms of launching a project and evaluating a project. So here you've invested quite a lot on a path that you are trotting with incredible conviction. This is you actually standing back, holding your ground, speaking up for yourself, for your needs and your values, and making sure that it is known that this is the right path for you. Communicating that to others so that in a sense you are drawing the resources and ideas of others towards you in defending your space. In the sixth house, the Nine of Cups. This is really beautiful, and it's followed by the King of Cups in the seventh house and the Wayfarer, which is the Lover's card in this Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot deck. So we have a story here, and I'm sensing it is one of transformation as we end here with the Death card in the ninth house. So I am seeing you finding your power, announcing your determination to others, finding tremendous satisfaction in your ability to work and deliver something complete to your community, establishing this home, establishing a space, literally, where you can build and grow. Your partnership, the King of Cups, is showing you in this reading, in my view, where this process of maturation has landed you in the space of maturity, in the space of being able to observe and witness your emotions and feelings that have been generated by your experiences. All of your experiences, all of your emotions. Being able to witness those, stand back, and be vulnerable, to share those with others in such a way that demonstrates your strength of support, your ability to recognize and meet others where they're at. And so this is you understanding that to each according to his needs. And this is part of the way that you are moving through this tremendous new growth and preparing for this new opportunity here. The Lover's card in the 8th house is showing you that you, again, this is a number 6, so it is the Lovers. It's called the Wayfarer here, which echoes through some of the older decks of tarot cards, an old Egyptian deck that called the Lover's card the Two Paths, for instance, really emphasizing that you have a choice to make here. You have a choice between the way you've always done things and the way that you would like to do things. You may have an opportunity for relationship because I see a 2 here. So I see choices being a feature of this time right now. My sense is that whether this involves an intimate partnership or the way that you're managing resources that you share with intimates, you are aligned and aligning with your higher self. Again, with the Empress card here, Libra, you're choosing yourself. And in choosing yourself, your highest good, what is best for you, your ability to discriminate is actually helping you, preparing you to take a new step forward. And that's where the Death card in the 9th house is actually bringing you. This is your spiritual values, your cultural and philosophical value. This is you, your values, your beliefs being in a state of transition. You are moving from one you're choosing, actually, one state to another. You've grown through your relationships and your position in a community that have allowed you to grow and transform. This ability to nurture, to create, to build practically and anew is being transformed into something much better. Your capacity has greatly magnified, and you're now letting go, deeply letting go of some old values, old beliefs, old thoughts, even associations that once had deep meaning for you. And you're opening up to new ones. You're on a new path of prosperity, of abundance. The 10th house is the 5 of Jade, or the 5 of Pentacles. This is the card that signals a sense of being outside, perhaps even being cast out. However, this is of your own choosing again. You are choosing to move, to sort of migrate from one community of support to another. This may be an institution, an organization, a project, a business, or a home that is changing, that is shifting, that is literally moving away from one conventional and familiar set of values and resources to another. And so I see you here moving away, experiencing some of this change in a way that is informing how you can move and correct your course in alignment with your highest self to the greater good. And I'm seeing you as being an agent, Libra, of that change. You are bringing this information to your organization so that you can renew and build again, rebuild. The 11th house is the 2 of Swords, and this is where I see you poised between the old and the new, the conventional and the unknown future. This is you looking at being at a crossroads, being marginal to a familiar community, and developing the courage and the power to move forward onto a new path. However, there is more information for you. You don't necessarily have all the information you need to bring your allies along with you. This is where you're having an impact. You're in a position of power among large groups of associations, a large tribe, a large group or community that you have authority over, that you have influence over. However, you are aware that you don't have all the information. You have been inspired, you have been enlightened, but in order to activate your desire to make the right choice, you need all the information available, and that requires you to remove the blindfold so that not just the two options before you are apparent, but the entire landscape of new and unfamiliar exploration is calling to you, is available to you. In the 10th and the 12th house, the nymph or the Page of Cups is summarizing the state of being that you have arrived. And this is an interesting juxtaposition with the Empress. So I see this as a process where you have gained your power out of the shadows. You've cleansed yourself. You're through this healing, appreciative enlightenment, and it has opened your heart. It has opened your heart and allowed you to be vulnerable so that you can release the knowledge that you have of a natural talent, a natural gift, an interest, or a connection of meaning to you that came effortlessly to you in the past and is now an opportunity for you to reconnect and explore. So this is your heart being willing to be anew, being willing to start at the beginning. As you've gained this level of maturity in your relationships with others, you have learned to open up to the possibilities of your own soul. Libra, if you're enjoying this reading, if you're finding value in this, please like my video and subscribe if you feel so moved. I welcome comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I also would love for you to subscribe to my channel to help it grow. And for January Libra, we have this card. This is the Awakening Crystal, and the key word is soul awakening. I'm awakening to my true essence, and I'm a full expression of my soul's vibration. I'm going to leave it here, Libra. Again, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot. I so appreciate your presence. Thank you. If you have supported, all of you who have supported, helped me in any way, Namaste.